gave it to Waror. Again went to dig it up. Another full of basket was full with food. For the third time, they came and threw the rope down to Waror. This time, Waror was under the ocean. Try to tie the rope so that they could bring up Mele at all. When Langbaran pulled up the rope, cast the Mele, his song has sang literally mean that Langbaran was the one who pulled up Mele at all. After they pulled up Mele, Mele was full of water, and this is where you can see, this is the place. They try to make a hole, try to drain out all the water, salt water, so that Mele could come up. From that time, Langbaran pull up Mele, and they make a hole so that all the water can drain out. Mele right now you can see it's almost, and like all the atolls and island in the Marshall Island, up above the sea level. So this is how Mele came out up from the bottom of the ocean. I went there and tried to see and find out if this story was true. And one time I threw something into this hole, and when I went to the ocean side, I find out that the thing that I threw into this water came up on the ocean side. The name of the place that they tied the rope and cast up the Mele is called Ligun Morilik. This is how Mele was caught and came up from beneath the ocean. My name is Sif Laumedolaria, and the story I'm going to tell you is also one of the stories from Mele Atoll. It is about two heroes or two chiefs from Mele. Before I go ahead and tell the story, I just want to know all of you that I'm one of the chiefs on Mele Atoll. There were two heroes, as I was mentioned before. One was staying on Mele and the other one was coming from the other side from Marshall Island. This hero was named Hero Rilip. Every time he was trying to came to Mele, try to find out if he can find the Leroy live on Mele. Well, the title of the story is Chokoyo. He was named after one of the men from island of Chapat. He was one of the maids, a worker for the Euros. For the last time for the Euros to visit Mele atoll, on board this guy named Chocoyo. He was on the boat. This time when they tried to come to Malay, the weather was not really good. They were having a hard rain, and the wind blew very strong. But only this guy named Choco, because he was kind of brave and strong man, he was the one who led the canoe all the way to Malay atoll. So when they came to Mele, he asked the crew to get prepared so that they will come very soon and anchor on Lacuna Mele. So when they came finally and find out that that was Mele, he asked the man to throw him the anchor, and he jumped into the water. Instead of going down to the ocean and try to tie the rope on one of the coral reefs, he tied it to another part of the canoe, try to make flush for the heroes. And the heroes thought that the canoe was tied the rope into one of the coral reef without knowing that the jago or the man who jumped into the water tied it to the other part of the canoe. Jogoyo jumped into the water and swam all the way ashore and go visit those ladies on Mele atoll. But when the heroes finally stood up and tried to look, they cannot see the island because they already float away. And when they finally found out that the rope was tied to the other end of the canoe, but not into the rock. So this time, they really tied the rope of the canoe into this rock. And the heroes decided that right now he's gonna go ashore and visit the ladies on Mele atoll. So when he came ashore, he found out that his idea is not going to work because he was decided to sleep with one of the leros from Mele atoll. But already the Jogoyo, who was the guy who played the fullest game for the heroes, he already slept with the lady. So the heroes, he decided to go back again to the canoe. Unfortunately, it was dark. So he asked one of the lady, the worker of the leros, to go so that they could tell stories and wait until the sun come up so that he could go back to the canoe. And he has tried to make if that was true, has where the Jogo or the guy went, and the lady told him that he's sleeping inside the house with the Leroy. So the heroes decided to take the lady, one of the Leroy's maid, her name is July, to take her back to the canoe. So when the sun come up, he asked the lady to come with him to the canoe. And they all went to the canoe. But the other lady, who was another maid for the Leros, find out that that was a real hero. And the guy who was sleeping with the Leros is not the real hero. His name was Choco. Finally, when the leaders find out that the guy who slept with was named Choco, he jumped up and tried to run and chase the heroes so that she could go with him to the canoe. But the heroes took already with him the July, one of our mate, into the canoe. Chocoyo jumped also into the canoe, but the heroes were trying to run on the reefs, trying to ask for the heroes if she could come with them and jump into the canoe. And the heroes asked her to go to the other hole so that she could able to jump into the canoe. July was with the heroes, and reason why the heroes wasn't get mad with Chocoyo is because July was more beautiful than the heroes. So the heroes was trying to jump into the canoe, but she cannot make it. The heroes asked her to go to the other, and that's why, as you can see and find out, that all those coral edges, reef edges, that kind of different from all the islands, is because the heroes was trying to jump all the way from Mili to the other islands of Mele atoll. You can find that it's very different. This is the story of Irojurilu. My name is Pejin Chidiam, and the story I'm going to tell you is called The Malak. Limalak has a boyfriend named Alakwar, and he has to visit her every night coming from another island. With him, he have to bring many food, give them all to Limalak. Where the meeting place for all of them is called Ngar, at the very end of the small island close to Mele atoll. This is very short story, but to make it clarified with all of you and clear, the Limalak was also the famous story on island of Mele. But another story I remember is called Luaito. At this time, Luaido was visiting Alakwar, and Alakwar was the friend of Limalak. So she had to visit Alakwar on the other side, the very close island, close to Mele atoll. These are not very long story, but as you can see, when you go to Mele atoll, you can find out